i-disbar ng Supreme Court, buksunan ng dami dahil Raisa Robles was spreading lies and lies and lies against BBM during the time of the campaign. And it is a political statement, pero dinisbar ako ng Supreme Court. Yung di lang yun sinuspindi mo nila ako ng 1 year. 1 year nga, that's already more than enough punishment pero talagang on the day of my appointment, doon nila nilabas yung aking disbarment.
So by citing that, yung disbarment ninyo, do you think mas grave ba yung ginawa ng Vice President?
Mas grave yun. Una-una,
Sakit
Vice
likod.
President ka, you're the second highest official of the land. Secondly, ilang beses mo minura? Presidente yung minura mo, First Lady and Speaker of the House. These are high officials of the government. So, ibig sabihin nun, as a Vice President, you do not respect authorities. You do not obey the law.
Resumption of consideration of Senate Bill number 2816 under Committee Report number 317 is now in order.
I move to resume the period of interpellation and recognize the sponsor, Senator Amy R. Marcos, and to interpret our minority leader, Senator Aquilino Cocop Mintel.
Hearing no objection, the period of interpellation is in order. We recognize the distinguished sponsor of the measure, the Ate ng Bayan, Senator Amy Solucion Marcos, and we interpellate our minority leader, Senator Coco Pimentel.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you, Majority Leader.
Listen. A Titanic goes blows. A that Titanic.
Can we
The
ask for a
big
minute suspension,
Titanic.
Mr. President?
They're gonna
Session is
big
suspended
Titanic.
for a minute.
The big Titanic. The big editor. And the big editor. Rocks. The real soul is Irish.
With the permission of our hardworking sponsor, Mr. President, if we can ask some clarificatory questions about this very important measure, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. I will attempt to answer as best we can all the questions of the Minority Leader. Thank you.
This measure will actually change how we treat the barangay officials, including SK, as far as their term of office is concerned.
Yes, that's correct, Minority Leader.
According to Section 1, the term of office of all elected barangay officials and members of the Sangguniang Kabataan
Kaya
shall be
tiniklog mo, ba't
6
mas
years.
Makati, hindi na.
No barangay elective official or member of the Sangguniang Kabataan shall serve for more than 2 consecutive terms in the same position, etc.
To?
Given the
Hey, tito?
focus, let's focus first on the
Likot.
Sangguniang
Likot ka na. Gamutin natin. Gamot. Ang gamot. Kunin mo gamot.
That's 2 consecutive terms applicable to the
Yes, there are certain concerns about
Yun na, labas mo, labas. Labas mo, labas.
Labas.
Bad.
position if you are from 18 to 24 years of
yes, if you are 24 years old or less, you can
But above 18. 18 and above.
Yes, 18 to 24.
Yes.
Correct. You
Okay.
can run.
So when does this terms of 6 years apply? When the
It will no longer apply. That's why we will be introducing a future amendment.
so kaya that's
Oh,
why.
kasi
Ayun
it
na,
doesn't
ayun na.
work
That's
po.
why
It
from-
really doesn't work. You're right.
The reading, yes, Mr. President. So
With the permission of the minority leader, so I understand that the SK will only run for one term only, not two consecutive terms.
That's correct. They'll be overaged after that single term, assuming they're at the maximum age of 24 at the period at the time they run.
All right. Kung maaprubahan itong 6 years, am I correct?
That's correct.
Thank you.
under current law, what is now the term of office of elected barangay officials and members of the SK?
Yes. Under current law, under RA 9164, it's a 3-year period. But because of the repeated extension,
Ito. Ito. Malong, malong. Malong.
upon assuming office, so malaking sagabal at problema at gastos to.
Pero alam nila to nung tumakbo sila.
Yes, I believe
Yes,
they were
yes,
aware
yes.
of this, but it was very much a last-minute occurrence because the Supreme Court thereafter, following their filing, issued the Makalintal decision.
But it's a fact that it was well announced before the filing and before the election that this will be a short term.
When did it come out? Yes. I believe that it was properly announced in July of 2023, but June of 2023, but I don't think that gave much recourse to the barangay officials because they were up for filing already in a couple of months. So maraming hindi na nakaintindi na talagang ganun kaikli lamang.
Malaking issue po yun. I mean, dapat pagka tumakbo sa isang elective position, dapat siguro aware sila. Binabasa nila, una, anong function nila, ano ang binabasa nila, una, anong function nila, ano ang kapangyarihan nitong posisyon nito, anong responsibilities, plus the term, Mr. President. So,
I think that's one of the real problems with the barangay terms, which is why we would like to, in consonance with the Makalintal ruling, instead of resorting to constant and arguably whimsical, capricious, and frivolous extensions, once and for all, amend the term to a longer period. Because the postponements have been so frequent that in fact the barangay officials are no longer aware of their actual term. Nag-umpisa kasi ito 6 years, naging 5 years, naging 3 years, 5 years, 3 years, tapos extend ng 1 year, extend ng another year, magkasama po tayo, nakadalawang extension po tayo, yung 2020, naging 2022, yung 2022, naging 2023. Baka hindi na masyadong pinaniniwalaan ng mga barangay officials kasi paiba-iba nga naman.
under current law, elective barangay officials have term limits.
Yes, it's 3 years, 3 terms. So that's a total of 9 years po.
Yes, but let us say that there is a shortened term. Is that counted as a term? So, kunyari, there are 2 normal terms, the 3 years, and then there's one unusual term, a shortened term like this one of 2 years. Will that count as 3 terms, although 8 years?
The understanding is that, which is a little bit confusing, is that the term began in 2020. The postponement was void per the Supreme Court. So in 2023, 2022, therefore, the next Kaya nagkakagulo-gulo